Hello everyone, this is Ricardo Lund, head engineer of Rakoon Sound Studios, and we have a special video today. It's 808 day and we have two clones of the Roland TR-808 to compare. It's the Acidlab Miami and the Roland TR-08 boutique model. So these are two clones copying the legendary TR-808. And in this video we're just gonna check out the sound from these two and compare it so that you guys can see and tell us which one you think sounds better. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. Alright guys, happy 808 day everybody. We're doing this special review today with two different 808 clones. One is the Acidlab Miami, which is a German clone of the Roland TR-808, and then we have Roland's boutique model, the TR-08. First thing you should know is this one is obviously much smaller. It's battery powered. And as far as the back, it has a mix-in for you to plug in another instrument into it. It has USB where you can multi-track the drum machine through USB, and then it has an 1/8" jack for outputting all the drums. Whereas this one has multiple outputs for every instrument, as well as regular output, like one mono output for the whole mix. And as far as the triggers go, you can send the trigger out through the rim shot or the accent, and this has a dedicated trigger out right here where you can, by pressing this button, you can enter some triggers for, say, an SH-101 or something like that. The other big difference is that this is an analog drum machine, meaning that all the circuitry is analog in here, whereas this one is a digital drum machine, where it just has a chip using Roland's ACB technology to emulate all the 808 sounds. So this video, we're not going to take a look too much at the usability of it, but we're just going to be comparing mainly the sound of both machines, so that you can tell the difference and let us know which one you think is better. So I'm just going to start playing a simple kick drum. I have programmed the same pattern on both machines, and I've tried to set up the tempo to a similar, although it's kind of hard to set it to the exact same tempo, but they're on a similar tempo both. So we're gonna start with the Acidlab Miami, and we're gonna show you how the kick drum sounds. So as you can see, pretty nice kick drum. It has a tone control for kind of making it more snappy, giving a little bit more top end or a little more muffled. Right here it has the level control also, and then it has the decay knob where you can make the kick drum really short, or you can actually go really long on this one, so you can make really long kick drums. Then we're gonna go to the boutique TR-08. So as you can see, we have similar controls. We have the tone to make it a little more muffled, a little more attacky. Decay control. You can also make it really long here. And you can actually make it extra long, by accessing the extra features that this drum machine has. But just to get a quick comparison between both, this is the Roland TR-08 and this is the Acidlab Miami. So I'm gonna put this one both with the tone all the way up so that we can get some snap on that. TR-08, Acidlab Miami. Yeah, there's definitely like an analog quality to this. You can definitely hear that it's analog. It sounds to my ears way different than you're gonna see when we get to the other sounds. Again, okay, so we're gonna move on to the snare drum. So for the Acidlab, we get pretty nice. Again, you have the snappy control, which makes it, gives it a little more noise, and the tone, which is pretty much gonna adjust the pitch of the. We'll leave it in the middle and raise the snappy all the way. So that's the snare on the Acidlab Miami. Then the snare on the TR-08. Let's check it out. Let's leave the tone in the middle again. So you can get a comparison. Yeah, quite different. Cool. Now we're gonna move on to we have programmed here some rim shots. So let's move on to the rim shot. Let's raise that rim shot. So so on the Acidlab Miami, and on the TR-08, let's hear that rim shot. Pretty similar. Now let's switch to the clav in that. Cool. Switch to the clav on the Acidlab Miami. They're kind of different. I don't know how to describe this one. It sounds almost like more metallic. This one sounds more like a little more woody, I guess. Right, now let's try the clap. So we'll go to the clap, raise the clap. We're gonna try it on the Acidlab Miami first. So switch to clap right there. Program a few more claps. So we're gonna select the clap. So that's the clap on there. Now let's try the clap here. We're going to raise the clap. So you guys tell us which one you like more. As I said, you know, the Acidlab Miami has definitely a more like analog quality than this one sounding right now. A little more noisy. Pretty nice claps. Let's try the shaker or the maraca. That's on the Acidlab Miami. And this is on the TR-08. Kind of similar. Yeah, this one sounds a little more noisy, maybe a little longer too. This one is a little more snappy on the TR-08. Okay, so those are the claps in the maraca, so that you hear the clap again. Acidlab Miami. And TR-08. TR-08 almost has like a little bit of like something that sounds kind of like a reverb tail on it. Because this one is more dry. Okay. Now let's check the hi-hats. So I'm gonna bring up the close hat on the TR-08 and the close hat on the Acidlab. So let's go for the Acidlab. Here's a little more. Okay, now for the TR-08. Yeah, the hi-hats you can hear a difference, like sounds much more analog in this one. This can be a little sharper, whereas the ones from here can sound a little more metallic. Now let's try the open hat. Let's raise that up. Acidlab, TR-08, open hat. Yeah, sounding a little more like brighter on this one. Adjust the volume of the Acidlab a little more. So that's the Acidlab with hats. TR-08. Acidlab. Yeah. Quite similar, but at the same time there's just something about it that makes it sound more, almost like more organic on the Acidlab to my ears. Right? After that, let's try the rights or the cymbals. So on the Acidlab. Now let's try it on the TR-08. Yeah, big difference in this one. A lot more metallic sounding on the Acidlab here. It's almost like a little duller. Change the tone of it. these cymbals have like a lot more body than on the TR-08. Yeah, and we can start hearing a difference between both machines, even though they're both trying to emulate the 808. They have very different characteristics. Now let's try for the cowbell, classic sound of the 808. So let's program a cowbell here on the TR-08. So we'll go to the cowbell. Now let's program a cowbell on the Acidlab. Here's the cowbell. Now, one thing I should mention between these two machines is that on the TR-08 you have the possibility of tuning your instruments. So for example, the bass drum and the cowbell, say we can go on this submenu and select tune for the cowbell in which we're selected, and by pressing this we're gonna try to make it a little higher in pitch so that it matches what we have on the Acidlab. So maybe something like, maybe a little higher in pitch even. Tuning. Let's try 130 if that's not 125 on tuning. Even a little higher. Let's try one. That's the highest that it can go, 127. Whereas on the Acidlab, that's all you get. You know, that's the tuning that you have. You would have to change the tuning on the recording, really. But it sounds, yeah. Again, it has that like analog quality to it that this one might be lacking. You might have to like process it through something to get that quality on the TR-08. Yeah. Alright, so what else can we program here? We can program maybe some toms and see what's the difference in those. So let's switch to toms. I'm gonna put some low toms here on the 10 and 9 and probably on the 11 and 12 spots. So let's pick low tom, and then in here let's pick the low tom and raise it. Let's check out how that sounds on the Acidlab. And we can tune those. So those are pretty similar. Those are actually quite similar to my ears. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's try the mid tom. Actually, let's try the conga first. Let's switch that tom to a conga. So on the TR-08, Acidlab. Now there's a difference in those. Again, yeah, this has that kind of like organic quality to it. Okay, fair enough. Let's bring those low tones down so you have more space for programming some mid tones. So again, I'm going to select the mid tones, and I'm going to let's see where we have some space. Maybe on the 2 and the 10. Oh no, let's see. That's the Acidlab. Let's go for the mid-tone. Let's bring the low tone down. Yeah, quite different. This one has like a little more decay to it. Whereas on the TR-08 is a little more dry to my ears. And again, it has that kind of like a metallic feel. Okay, let's check out the congas in that. Mid congas, Acidlab. TR-08. Again, same thing. It's this one has a little more decay, and this one sounds a little drier, like toop. This one is more like toom. Let's try finally. Let's try the high tones. So let's go for those high tones. Let's bring the mid tone down so we can focus a little more on the high tones. Mid tone down, and let's bring up the high tones here. So we're gonna program some high tones on the TR-08. Program the same thing here. High tones 11, 12, and 13. So this is the TR-08. Quite similar. Quite similar. I don't hear much of a difference. They are different a little bit, but they're very similar. Now let's try the high conga. TR-08. Let's try the high conga on the Acidlab Miami. to tune it a little bit so that it matches. Quite similar. So yeah, they're quite similar in the high conga. Now let me try one last thing. I'm gonna tune the bass drum of the TR-08 a little bit lower so that it matches with what we have on the Acidlab. So we're selected on the bass drum. We're gonna tune it maybe to 100. Let's see. Maybe a little lower. Let's try to go for like 90. Even a little lower. Let's try 80. Maybe even a little lower. Let's go for 60. See if that's too much. Okay, we're close. I say we could even go a little bit lower. Let's try 50. So, one more time. Acidlab. TR-08. Which one is better? One more thing that I should mention on the Acidlab, which is quite interesting. We have the volume knob right now at like I would say like at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Now check what happens. I'm gonna bring the volume down on my recorder. There's some interesting distortion happening. Pretty cool. Can get quite gritty, you know, just by bringing up the volume knob to the higher levels. Almost start compressing a little bit too. Quite gritty. That's insane. Makes it sound even more meaner than the TR-08. Which at this point, when we start adding the distortion, it just makes this one sound a little toyish. We would have to process this through some distortion. You need like an analog hit or I don't know, any like distortion pedal, I guess, or like running hot through a preamp to get something similar to that. Thank you guys for watching this comparison between these two awesome clones of the Roland TR-808, the TR-08 from Roland and the Acidlab Miami. Please let us know which one you think sounds more true to the original and which one you prefer on the comments down below. Also, if you are in the Miami area, please don't hesitate to contact us if you need help with music production, DJing, mixing, audio recording, etc. Again, this is Ricardo Lund. I'm leaving the website down below, and happy 808 day.